Panda. And I will grab a drink and stuff as well, and then I will be right back.
Okay.
Oh, some people are asking about the seeding as well, if you want to broach that topic.
Oh god, I don't know. I know that NA seeded higher and people are complaining, but NA also did better at the last international. So I think it's completely fair.
Well, I think that the dodgy bit... Oh, wait. I'm going to go get a drink. We can talk about it when we're back. Because we're going to get, I think, an extended break now until we get into, like, 10 minutes or something until we get into North America. So I think we'll have time to talk about it. All right. Be right back. You're in charge, Jamie. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Hi, chat!
Wait. Thank you, Amma, for the 10 gifted. Thank you very much. Obviously, celebration there of Virtus Pro's victory. Thank you, Jack. I miss Harris's as well. Thank you for the 12 months as well. But thank you, Amma. Congratulations to you and Shockwave as well. Thank you very much. And yeah, congratulations. Enjoy your trip to China. Wait, Shockwave says wait. What do you want, Shockwave? Do the words begin with P and R? He just wanted, just celebrating the big gifted from Amma. I'll take that. Just funny timing. Tier list. I mean, really hard for my power rankings to come true now with Virtus Pro finishing 5th. Seems really hard now to cope my way out of this one.
Enough.
Yeah, I need some disqualifications going, really, to...
If there's enough fans, then technically it would happen, right?
Yeah. Amma also disclosing that Amma equals Shockwave's dad as well. So, fair disclosure. Still, maybe still an outside chance Chrissy gets the last laugh, but VP, I think...
there really is.
I mean, I think we said it on Uncoachable as well, but I think the sentiment very much in both EMEA and North America right now is people care way more about qualifying than they do about finishing first. Like, just get into China is the big win. If you can finish first, great, but get into China is the big win, and that's Virtus Pro, first team in the world to do it. All right, I'm actually going to grab a drink now. But thank you again, Amma. Appreciate it a lot. Congratulations again, and I'll see you in a few minutes. You're in charge, Jamie.
Hi, chat. Hi, chat. Okay, let's just get ones in chat for no reason, actually. Not even for a reason this time. I just want numbers. Counting time, you know me, Joe. Just get me the numbers. Hello, Kyvan. 69 Panda, really? Aren't you an adult in a published paper? I thought the game was starting for a second there, but no, it's just the bot stuff.
Ready for battle.
Can we get your take on the political situation going on in Yemen? I don't have a take, so there's your take.
3, 2, 1.
This is the bot tournament, bro.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
Alright, 1 for Nightmare, 2 for Timeless. What's chat thinking? Let me know. 1 for Nightmare, 2 for Timeless. Oh my god, the pin. Everything on Capitology. I've heard that Nightmare could be playing some spicy things. Time was only 3 players now. No, I've heard that Nightmare could be playing some things that I think I'd like to see. So we will see. What are we watching? It's the bot tournament, bro. Time is also following Slingshot Theory. I mean, just you guys wait till you see TM slingshot. You think TU slingshot into winning out tomorrow is impressive? TM are doing the slingshot to win the entire thing at the end of the day. Okay. May versus Bastion. Come on. I think the bots need to learn their stuff. Yeah, these are actually just bots, questions. Genuinely just bots. The bots can pick perks? That's a good question, I assume not. And it was slingshot theory last year. Real.
Move out!
What are they doing? They're going back to swap? You can't swap. I mean, the Jug Queen's got him 1v3. I mean, Ryan's got to be broken in this, right? You don't miss a shot. Yeah, okay, this Ryan Bastion team is winning. They're winning the entire thing. These bots might be better than you, looks high level. Type 1 in chat if you think the bots could beat you. Wait, chat, can everyone at Rack Attack to make him freak out since he's got the thing that lets him see? Can just everybody at Rack Attack in chat right now? Rack's not in chat? No, I know Rack's not in chat, but he sees it no matter what, so just at Rack Attack anyway. Wait, I should have gone on his stream first so I could see his reaction. Oh, he's in game right now. There's so many. Wait, he needs to die so he can look. Hey! N8 mate, you're a snitch. Don't freak out, Rack, you're being dropped. You're a snitch. You are a snitch. No, I know he's not in chat, but he's got like a thing where he sees when he gets tagged no matter what. N8M8__ is insane snitch behavior, actually. You're banning. I mean, I'm not a mod in X's chat, you know, but N8M8, you want me to type? Wait, does this not make me the snitch? Am I not now the snitch? Have I just become what I hate? I've typed it. And me. I can tank that.
In every region, the greatest teams have answered the call.
You just have to play absolutely perfect. This is insane.
They fought to make a
Welcome.
name for themselves. Every move,
I'm back.
every play
Welcome back, Xavier.
Just doing so much damage.
brings them a step closer
You know you got
to
some
glory
snakes in
or
the chat.
ruin.
Just hanging on somehow.
Let me
Still
turn that
going.
sound
The
down.
best of the best.
Some
will
snakes?
battle for honor,
Yeah.
pride, and
I had your
What do you
chat
mean?
mass at Rack Attack to freak him out, because why not?
rivalries,
And then
race,
someone from your chat went and said, "Oh, don't freak out, you're getting trolled." Like completely deflating.
their place.
Ah,
idea,
bloody
you know?
snakes.
Yeah.
Oh, people are saying China seeding. Alright, let me get it up.
Won playoffs.
Did someone have the screenshot ready? Why was one of your shirt sleeves rolled up? Did you just shoot up? Yes. Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, with what?
Just Diet Coke straight into the veins.
Oh yeah. Oh. Somehow that's worse. Somehow that gives me a worse reaction than if you just told me heroin or something.
It's fizzy.
My God.
I'm feeling
Oh, no.
bubbly. Feeling
Oh,
bubbly.
Oh no, I hate that. I actually hate that.
All right, so we've got the screenshot here. So I think where this falls down is Asia first and second seed seems reasonable. Hold on, I just want to panda. Asia seen at top first and seed, then NA above EMEA also seems reasonable, right? I think the bit where it falls down, because I feel like, is there another screenshot with the actual seeding? Like first to 8? Because this is just for matches. I don't know what is like what is like exactly public and what's not public. It's on Wikipedia.
Why is it not just the 4 first places versus the 4 second places? Why have they?
I think it's reasonable enough. If I go to Shocker says it's on China on Wikipedia.
China.
Yeah, I was on here as well. But the way they've done it is like if I was to read it top from bottom, it goes Asia first, Asia second, NA first, EMEA second. Oh, sorry, EMEA first, and that's our top 4.
You've just read that. I'm on your stream. You've read that entirely wrong.
No. No. Seeding first to 8th. Don't worry about the bracket. As in, you know, they have to seed the teams first to 8th. So first to 8th, Asia first, Asia second, NA first, EMEA first, which all seems reasonable so far. And then we get China first, which I think still seems reasonable. But then we get China second, and then we get NA second and EMEA second. So I think it's the China second being above the other seconds that has thrown everything out of whack, actually. Because I don't understand. Because I think China sort of have to cop the fact that they're just coming as the lowest seeded region. I know it's not China's fault right now they didn't have the game, etc. But I don't understand what has motivated the China second to be above the EMEA and NA second. That's the one
that's a bit weird.
That's the one that feels a little bit weird to me because yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know what, like, if you were to ask me what's the reason for that. I don't know, because it just feels like it would make sense for, yeah, you just put China second at the bottom, right?
Yeah. Have them be bottom seed. I mean, it's like you said, it sucks, but tank it, you know?
Just do every... Yeah, I can see the sort of logic for every first v second, but we kind of know it's bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like, we know that if you finish first in your region and you have to play, let's presume Crazy Recruit, or one of the big 3 in Korea regardless, right? That doesn't feel quite right.
Oh. EMEA first and China first meeting, and not like the 2 seconds feels a bit weird.
It does, but I feel like it'll feel less weird when you see the name of the teams.
Yeah, I think you're right. But until then, I'm just going to blame China.
Yeah, because it does also make sense that NA does get the more favourable seeding in some ways, you know, playing against China second instead, because they did better at Stockholm.
Yeah, I mean, NA should have seeding over EU 100%, right? And you know what? That's on me, chat. Okay, I can take I can take 1/10 of the blame on that. Okay?
We found a culprit.
I am able to hold my hands up. 1/10 of that is on me. Okay. But yeah, I mean, China having seeding over any other region feels a bit weird to me, actually.
Yeah, I can understand China first being over the second. I think that's reasonable enough, just because, like, it feels harsh to put them, like, 7th and 8th.
I also wouldn't be fully against it, though, I think.
I mean, is this definitely how the brackets... I've not, like, checked it against, like, the memo they sent out, but is this definitely how the bracket is? Because it also feels weird that we've got 3 seconds, essentially. Again, maybe it's solved a little bit when you see that one of those seconds is, like, Falcons or whatever, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like you said, when we see the names, I think it'll feel more reasonable.
Yeah, because if this is how the bracket is, the top end of the bracket is going to be fucked. I mean, the real problem with this... Actually, the real problem with this bracket is we've got 2 NA teams on one side and 2 EMEA teams on the other side, right?
Details away, but we think it's like a pretty strong...
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
We played Borga yesterday in our first map against Liquid.
I've heard something interesting about Nightmare today.
Ooh, thank you too much, Gun, for the prime. Sorry, go on.
I will tell you after swapping my headset battery out.
Right, let's just replay of the Kuffer interview.
a good indication of how we are, that match yesterday, but that hazard comp is like really strong against it, I think, and I think a lot of teams will struggle against it.
I am back.
Welcome back.
So, I think that
Yeah.
Nightmare might think they have a counter to Malga.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to say anything until the game actually kicks off, just in case there's somehow a timeless snake in here. But once the game started, I can say it. I think, right? Like, once map 1's on, I can say it, surely. But it's interesting, and I'm excited to see it if they actually do play it.
Anticipation raised.
I can't wait until I do this, and then you tell me, oh yeah, they played this last week. They've already shown this. And I
All right.
There's
still some more.
Out of the loop.
There's still some more seeding talk. If NA first seed plays China second seed, when you give us your seed. What?
That just tickled me. What can I say?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't. It's like it's one of these things that it's like it's always harder to read than it is to pick. You need like the graphic is helpful in these. Like, what's the my brain can't figure it out.
What? No? What? I'm confused. Do you not? Huh?
What's the? I don't understand what the point is. I guess.
Seed is come. So he wants your seed. He wants to know where your seed is.
Oh. Right. Okay. All right. Sorry, I thought we were still having a serious conversation. All right, we'll just do some kind of
No
some kind of cum joke.
fucking way! No fucking way! That's silent. You know John Wick when he asks why he hit his son.
Yeah, but I thought it was like
silent.
But when he
goes,
said,
"Oh."
yeah, because I interpreted when you give us your seed as in what I said should have been the seed, if you know what I mean. Not just it was a cum joke though.
You got.
Sorry guys. I thought we were trying to have a conversation. I realized I did
to a sex joke. Oh
Yeah,
my god, Jenny Bean, get on the writing stuff now.
I do realize that now. I'm looking at the big clock to my top left, and it had counted down that we had been 2 minutes without a cum joke, so we were actually over time for that anyway. So it's important.
I genuinely
So that's
felt
on
like
me.
I was I felt like I was an idiot because I thought I was missing something. All right, Nightmare Band break.
All right, lock it in.
Timeless
Lock it in.
band. I'm pressing live at the bottom. We'll resync before it starts. Okay.
Okay.
I've caught up to live.
I presume someone's asking about lower bracket flipping. I presume the answer is yes. It probably says somewhere in the document, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let's recover from that one. I see a monkey in spawn right now, but I don't think that's gonna get played. 17, 16, 15.
I'm still looking at a
14,
crab.
15,
Wait.
12,
16,
11.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9,
Good.
8. Good.
Okay. So
Right,
for
we got
some
a minute
reason
and a
we're on
half on the
RAM.
cum clock as well.
For some reason we're on RAM.
Oh, right. Oh, let me get the volume.
And we've
right.
got streamer name on. Are we taking this seriously, guys?
Come on. Timeless have signed Audio Medic. I thought the rosters were locks. And Nightmare will be playing the Anna Winston here. So no sign of a Malga on either side right now. Kuffer's going to get the initial bubble, force a little bit of space. Godzilla on this far side as well. Tracer trade underneath, actually chase onto Rocket, but he gets away. Anchor on point from Riker. as he's trying to force that objective right now. Obviously better for the Ram team to force this objective. Another bubble off. Forces for Suzu and the TP out right now. Kufra and Zero can maybe look for something more. They've cleared the Ram. Form has been used right now, but Riker needs all sorts of help. He's just isolated on point right now. But Rocket's got in the back. He's got the Ana kill. They've not been able to kill this Ram. Riker's just living on... Well, he'll fall eventually, but he's staying alive for so long right now. They can flood forward. Chopper misses the shot there onto Admiral. Admiral's actually going to skate all the way round, and Lethal's found a trade on point. Absolute dogfight now, and as Zero recalls, he's right in Chopper's line of sight. Lethal's still trying to stare down and force this point. They still don't quite have the point now. Timeless get it. And Nightmare will back up, but messy.
Yeah, Lethal prevents the flip from going over for another few seconds. Close to the Bob now, Lethal as well. Riker's only got 40% on this round. Squid's got Beam. I mean, just really if Nightmare can get a clean dive off. But Rocket's found cover. Pre-fight, another pick for Rocket. On to cover this time, not UV, but it's enough. Reset now.
About as back to back, about as high value opening picks as you can get there out of your Tracer as well. One of the downsides of having this Ana Lucio type comp here is as well, that is an Admiral is trying to play the side fight with the Tracer in a lot of situations, does leave UV a little bit exposed. Bob onto point from Lethal now to start forcing the objective. Ray in response from Squid. They're trying to focus down Kuffa. Nano comes onto Kuffa now. Squid's going to try and kite forward, just trying to give Kuffa the slip here. Round and round in circles, and Kuffa can't fight all that much, but gets enough damage though that it can be finished by Zero. Now drops down 2 kills for Kuffa with the tail end of this Nano. Forces for recall and the TP as well. And they should clean up all the kills from here. Nano turn will be good. Not a straightforward situation to play those ults there. If anything, really what you want out of Squid's Ray there is I think you actually want to be pushing Nightmare. You want to be connecting with them rather than trying to use it as a sort of peel and survive a Nano dive ult.
Yeah, you kind of want to be able to use it for both, right? Like you want to be able to have your cake and eat it too with that beam. But only cake was got. The cake wasn't enough to keep the fight alive. Overclock for Chopper. Gonna be looking at Kuffa to try and mark this with his primal. Might catch Zero, doesn't quite. Kitsune comes out from Luke here. Catches Lethal early, actually. Squid gets a nade onto Zero in the back as well. Just a mop up here for times now, as long as they don't get split too hard.
Primal?
Gonna commit the Primal in a 2v5 here from Kuffa. Questionable beyond belief. Doesn't even stop the flip before dying. And, I mean, that's really bad, actually. That's really, really bad. Because you don't have a Nano. Must be, right? Hazard? No? Okay. Yeah, that's really not what you want to see. Because now you don't have any way for your monkey to stay alive other than committing a beat, which you don't really want to do.
Shout out to Smash in the chat as well. Booked his tickets to China. Congratulations, Smash. Coming in overclock now from Chopper, but he is out quickly there. No support, no peel for him. Easy shutdown on that overclock. Now Zero can drop to point. Again, Riker, he's just the anchor right now, keeping that point locked up. They're going to take their attention elsewhere, and Lethal's going to find another kill. Lethal giving them all the openings right now. One more form on point. Riker can't really commit the ult in this situation. Not enough HP. They get the retake as we go into overtime here, Nightmare. They've got the beat, they've got the blob. Lots of ults to keep this one snowballing in their direction now, because they can't afford to lose a fight.
Yeah, I mean, Nightmare in a really good spot now. You're going to nano this monkey, presumably. He's going to farm the rest of his primal. Whereas when you look over at Timeless, you know, they've got the Annihilation, they've got the nano, they're close to the Kitsune, but it's 1, maybe 2 fights, and you've got to walk into a real kill box, honestly, is the only word I can think of at this current time for Nightmare. And you've got this Bob to contest point when Audio Medic goes to touch.
Audio Medic making his way in. Starting to force for point. Kuffa coming in underneath, Bob out in response, and they're just going to try and kite this one, I think, taking the long way out here, so they'll get that Bob out for free. Coming down to last fight territory right now. Nano available for UV in this next one. Squid has one as well. Foreman's actually forced onto Riker underneath. Difficult situation, has the Annihilation if he gets in trouble. Now the Nano comes out, but where is Kuffa going with this one? Just trying to mark it. Sleep is good. Beat over top as well. All sorts of trouble for Chopper. He's getting full marked right now. Can't get any kills. Annihilation on point right now. Kitsune rush as well, but they've kind of kited both at the same time. Kuffa drops with a touch, back onto the high ground, has the primal, kills Riker before it right now. Trade from Rocket onto UV again. Zero has recall, back onto point right now. Kuffa still has this primal. Rocket needs to play for time, but Chopper and Squid, they just found kills out of nothing. Now we need the primal. It gets 1 kill. He needs more, but he also needs to be responsible for the touch, I think. Maybe not. Someone else has the touch. Kuffa can clean up. He's good for it. And Kuffer's actually good for this Primal. They lose one on point, but Kuffer can get back just in time. Everything lines up perfectly. The Pulse Bomb's a big problem, though. Slam comes through. Snade in just in time. Kuffer will live through all of that. UV and Admiral back just in the nick of time to keep him alive. Lethal's coming back on Sombra as well. They're going to regain control of a point right now. Amp comes out from Admiral. Roll in from Riker one more time. He can keep a point. Oh, no, he can't. I was going to say he can keep a point contested for a while, but he literally can't. Well played by Kuffer. Redemption Primal.
It's a nightmare for Timeless there.
I don't get it. Is this a cum joke? The timer has hit 0.
No, but I honestly kind of spaced out because I thought Nightmare had won the fight, and then I snapped back to reality, and suddenly they'd lost 3, and then Kuffer just, you know, he comes back, and you know, he cleans up with the Primal, manages to help them get the dub there. I thought he was really lucky that UV got back on time to save him as well with that nade.
Everything lined up, like Kuffer being able to go with the Primal, it just about getting the kill in time to come back to the point as the person touching dies. Like, everything just lined up so perfectly for Nightmare.
Yeah. Gonna see more of the same from Nightmare here. Same comp, but Audio Medic has swapped over to the ball now instead of the ride. We've seen Audio Medic play this ball before. He's the best in the world at it. Not as good as Riker, but, you know... Oh, Lethal's found one early whilst I'm making a shitty joke. Go on, Lethal.
Lethal, good for picks on the Ash on the beach, and now good for the opening pick on Downtown as well. Thank you, Confessor, for the 5 community gifted as well. Doesn't want to let Amma get the top gifted slot. And wow, I'm talking about my gifted. Nightmare have cleaned up off the back of that opening pick from Lethal. And Lethal, he's come to play today.
You see that Monkey booped the ball off? With a jump.
Surely it's just like a generous kill credit thing, you know? But also then Riker just fell off the map. Right.
Yeah. Early point pressure here for Timeless. Their comp's quite good at it. Carper's gonna get forced back. Needs to link up with his Anna here. Yeah, just about. Rocket's in on the flank now. UV 35% over squid on this Nana now. First fight. Gotta survive to get it off though.
Catches him as well. Lethal will fall. Kuffer is asleep. No nade to punish that one further, but they don't even need the nade. 1 billion damage onto Kuffer. He'll be made short work of here. They get the sleep, but it's not going to make a shred of difference right now, as Timeless should be good for the retake sooner or later.
Yeah. I mean, it's fairly clean from Timeless. The Sojin pick just goes their way this time. You know, no ults even needed. UV still has a 30% advantage on Nano. Expect to see a Nano and then later a Prime will come out from Kuffer here this fight. Gonna need Timeless's front line to put enough pressure on the back line to win this late fight.
Boop in onto Kuffer here as well. Worth noting he has the Rat Pack perk rather than the Steamroller one. But now the Nano chasing in. Sleep denies the leap damage as well. But Chopper still falls thanks to Zera. Kuffer's going to wake up and just get back right to what he started. Squid is now completely isolated. And Kuffer and Zera good again on the dive. Bull will be forced out here late. Well, not even really that late. Kill on him as they get the flip. And now Nightmare looking to hold forward. Primal to go with this one as well. And the Anakiri, just difficult sometimes to peel this Primal. We saw Kuffer get big cleanup at the end, and Kuffer is getting ready to go early with this one.
Yeah, it's so rough as well when the Ana self nanos, because suddenly you're meant to go in and try and trade their backline whilst they're nano engaging on you. But they've got a nano in the backline as well. It becomes a lot harder. Kuffer just gonna be zoning off the backline here for as long as possible. Wait, there's an 8 flank from UV, gets Chopper, forces out the cleanse.
Double
Looking
nano
for the
backline.
Primal now off the map. Nope, not quite. I don't know how the map layout is there because I'm not a professional gamer. Goes in and kills Chopper though. Is he gonna get out as well? Just about.
Lives! Oh, Kuffer! This is the sign of a good Winston. The best Winstons always just live with less than 100 HP. Now coming back in. Amp in sleep is out, but Rocket still gets the kill. Both Anna's going to fall to pulse bombs, but Lethal is cleaning up with this overclock bubble as well to play in now. Desperate touch situation, and Nightmare might just be good to close it out.
Yeah, Lethal's model having some fun there, doing some dancing. It's actually just been very clean from Nightmare, no? I gotta say, given the state the game's in right now, I didn't think I'd be seeing Monkey versus Ball on map 1 with no tank bans. But here's where we are, I guess, you know? Yeah, that's the one we live in. I'll be interested to see where timers go for map 2 here. I mean, if you're wanting to just... Yeah, was the Malga counter mind control? It might feel like it, because timers just had no interest in picking it. Maybe it's because they didn't have Riker in. You know, they had Audio Medic in instead. So don't send Malga put it in.
There's Audio Medic cope. You told me he was the best ball in the world.
Yeah, I don't. That was a weird map. I mean, it was a well played map from Nightmare, but I have so many questions on like, why is D.Va not getting played? Why is Mauga not getting played? I would ask why isn't Brig getting played, but I'm aware that she was banned. But
like the D.Va stuff, I think makes sense, but just because like North America in general is like a region of main tanks, right? And I think again when we look at like Kufa, Kellen, Infected, and Riker all fall into that category, right? Our top 4 especially. So I can see why D.Va is just like, it's almost the inverse of EMEA, right? 21 HP he goes down to. 21 HP after that pulse. But yeah, so the D.Va I sort of understand. Actually a nasty sleep, just like clips his shoulder as he tries to go around the corner. The pulse bomb was nice as well, but really nice from UV. I'll get the numbers up for this one as well. But instead of a Mauga, I'm not sure. I don't know if there's an element here of like, what would you call it? Like regional gaslighting, where certain teams in this region are really good at a certain comp. So they just, when the good teams will just win on whatever comp they want and get to influence the meta a little bit. So I don't know if there's a little bit of that and that maybe we wouldn't see the same. I mean, to be fair, I even know like Korea leaned a lot into the D.Va. Again, we look at like Hanbin and Banar. I mean, D.Va players as well, right? But Crazy Raccoon still lent into the Winston. So I think there is maybe some of like, if you're good enough, you can make it work. I think the Ana is probably the key ingredient, really. They probably got kind of fortunate that they didn't have to go Volcano, because Volcano would have been the hardest one by far, I think, for the Winston. Maybe they would have actually just rolled out something differently there. Number-wise, 0, 23 and 4, Lethal 19 and 4, Chopper 7 and 9. About a 3, what was that? Actually, maybe close to a 4k damage gap from Lethal over Chopper as well. Was some Ash mixed in there as well, but saw Chopper's overclock getting shut down. Really quiet one from Chopper compared to what we've seen so far.
Lethal
this
does
season.
also have a ball to shoot compared to a monkey,
Yeah, true.
right? So that will sway it a little bit. But not 4Ks.
Yeah, 4K, yeah. I mean, the 9 deaths is probably what's contributed to a lot of that lack of damage as well, right?
Yeah. Ana and Torban and Matt picked Dorado. I will say, the counter that I heard is that Nightmare like playing Hazard Ana into Mauga, right? They think they can make that work.
A
Which I can
kind
see on
of
paper.
logic, right? Like, yeah, like he's still the Hazard a little bit more durable now, but Winston in a lot of situations, a good nano target here. The nade still punishes for Mauga and stops him playing in a lot of situations.
But looks like if this was EMEA right now, with this Ana ban, I'd expect them to both roll out of Mauga, even though they shouldn't, right? That feels like a very EMEA thing to do.
Are we in a hot take territory here as well? Because Dorado seems like a really... This is what I would expect Nightmare to pick, right? Of go like, hey, we're going to go to Dorado and then UV's going to get a chance to... I mean, obviously I know they banned Ana, right? But, we're going to get to play Winston, we get to play Ana. I guess the Ana does sort of also dismantle for Winston a little bit, right? Like, harder to play that Winston without it. So it might force Cuffer maybe just to play the Hazard instead, like a Hazard Juno Brig or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, the Tor ban screams Hazard to me, right? Because a lot of... the main thing that people were saying when Hazard was on its way out is, oh, Torb makes it unplayable. Wrong, but that's what people thought, that if Torb is just on the server, you're never allowed to pick it. But
yeah,
Dorado, I think it's a good map for Hazard as well. Like when you're on the defense and you're just sitting above them, it's so scary for an enemy backline to walk through.
Yeah, what's worth noting as well is one thing that was, because there was always this original theory that Hazard was, even when Hazard was meta right at the start of the season, that there are certain maps where it just gets a little bit too far, right? Like your Dorados, your Gibraltars, this type of thing. But there is, if I remember the name, I will get the name of it for you. Where is it? Deep Leap? Well, you can guess what this perk does. But that's the one that adds 20% range to your leap. And then all of a sudden, that 20% can make some of these bigger maps feel a lot more possible.
Yeah, no, I think you're completely right. It's also worth noting that Ana's these days one of the heroes that we actually do see hurt the Hazard more as well. So the fact that Timeless have banned that maybe enables it even more for Cuffer here. And yeah, that's what he's hovering in spawn. Chopper's... Excuse me?
Alright. Timeless seem to have also been injecting Diet Coke into their veins as they are going to roll out on BAP, Lifeweaver, Roadhog. Bastion. Rocket didn't
this.
get the memo. He's rolled out on Tracer still as well.
Yeah, we've got Audio Medic out now as well. We've got Riker in. I love this though, because at least they've got some kind of cheese plan here, right? They've like, this is the type of shit I love to see, honestly. You know, it's probably going to fail horribly because look at their comp. My God.
But what if it works, Jamie? What if it works?
What if it works?
Thank you, Dip, as well, for the 5 months prime. Sorry, go on.
This is the type of cheese that can really catch you off guard as well.
Lethal's going to grab onto the high ground. It's now been revealed what he's up against.
What am I watching? Okay,
yeah.
Rocket's going to have to try and soft mark Lethal. I don't even know if he can blink up there without using like 3.
Yeah, they're just going to ignore him. Misses for Hook right now. They're trying to use the Petal here to enable Riker to play some of these high ground positions, kind of essentially give him a vertical mobility. But they're going to be forced out pretty early by this Widow. Lethal just has walked and taken this high ground for free. But now as they get in this corridor, all of a sudden now, easier for Baroto just to cap this corner. A little bit of a hook in as well, damage there. And remember, because there's no nade, not the same amount of things that you can use just to punish a Roadhog in these situations.
Yeah, he's actually like really able to just sit on main, right? I don't know why I'd probably expect a Soldier pick into this, honestly. Just infinite shot. Not that Widow's bad, especially if you just kill Chopper like that. Can you get another one? Nope, not quite. Pops the side, sir.
Yeah, it kind of needs to become. Oh, Lethal's just got, like, he's just been unchallenged. It actually needs to become Rocket's responsibility. But by the time he goes, Lethal's already found 2 kills, so it's just over. He'll clean up a Roadhog on point. Window was used by Luke Mina, which maybe implies this was just a one and done, hope it works on first type thing, get some time off the map. But they have got really no time at all off the map here, and Lethal's actually pushed all the way forward. There is a Bastion above him though, so he has to be careful.
Not swapping the Bastion. Chopper. Okay, well he's got a chance to swap it again now. I mean, I imagine that if Torb wasn't banned, they'd have done Torb instead, right?
They had,
but
I mean, I guess he has the tree.
Yeah, I don't know. I could kind of see the vision for Hog, right? But they're keeping again. Okay, no, Chopper's gonna swap into the Widow, match Lethal on it, and now we're just in a
probably maybe a Juno swap after Squid gets his tree out would be the guess as we sort of transition onto a more normal looking Dorado comp. But for now, Lethal's still relatively uncontested. Another shot onto this Life Weaver. Stop jumping, Squid. Needs to be careful. I think it was Luke actually, but they take Chopper down now. Lethal's going to get another pick.
He heard you! He heard you!
What did I say?
He heard you get it wrong and was like, nah, I'll get you, bro. I got you. I'll make sure that was a correct statement.
Everyone stop pressing their space bar. Luke Mino is on the long flank right now, but this time back is maybe going to start getting out of hand. They know Luke Mino is behind at least, so Nightmare are aware of the threat, which means Lethal does have to take a slightly further forward position. But now a Kitsune rush to drop on point, and all these swaps mean there's just no ults for Timeless, except for this tree. We've still got the tree. Ooh. Tree is on point. Rocket finds the Pulse, actually. We've made up quite a lot out of the limited ults we have. Pulse Bomb comes out. There we go. Downpour on point. Riker has the bubble, but he's locked in there right now. The tree is keeping him up alive. Thank you, Life Weaver. Now more pressure onto Kufa. He's going to try and dive onto the high ground. We'll be able to survive. And they might have just stabilized this one here, Timeless.
Okay, so noting things like play. Kufa blocked Zera's Pulse onto Riker, which probably would have killed him. Squid put the tree down, went back to spawn, and just swapped after the tree ran out, by the way. He didn't even bother sticking around, even though the fight was, you know, really close. He was like, nah, get me off this hero. I actually think it was the correct choice, too, which is the funny part. Yeah, Timeless now. You got the Kitsune, you've got the Primal, you've got the map space into Admiral's Rally. It's just looking at Lethal on the Widow to try and change that advantage.
Yeah, Kufa tried Riker! Oh, no.
Died in Kitsune.
Go back to Roadhog.
Bring Audio Medic back.
Disaster.
Bring Audio Medic back right
now. He really didn't want to invest for Primal, and I guess in the, you know, Monkey's Paw type wish, he didn't invest for Primal. And 4-minute time back on third point for Nightmare.
Well, apparently Squid did die in that fight, and I am spreading misinformation. That's my bad. I've got to say, this is Mickey Mouse Overwatch. I'm not sure what I'm watching. This shouldn't be a top. This isn't a top 4 level team performance from Timers here. Honestly,
they start it wacky. That's the problem. They start it wacky, so no one can gain their composure.
Are they slingshotting? This is a slingshot on the seriousness.
Lethal is going to get marked out of this angle now by Riker. The Primal to keep chasing, but Who is he chasing? Whip shot back as well, and... Oh, dear. But Widow's still here. Maybe a chance for it. Just go kill him! Riker doesn't want to go, and it's just a wasted primal in the end, and Nightmare just walk away from that one, no problem. They've got the rally to keep going as well. Riker will be cleared. Bash to keep going as well, but it all comes in. Pulse Bomb is wide from Rocket. He dies for that attempt as well. Riker's got out, but Nightmare once again on the front foot. They have the primal to keep going, and the Kitsune Rush. Yuvi gets another pick. Riker's trying to slow it down up top, but he is half HP. Desperate jump out from him. They are forced all the way back in spawn.
Yeah.
Squid nearly has Ray. Can't afford to go down at this point. Trying to get Riker out as well. They're all the way into spawn. Suzu is there. They just about survive. They're on the ropes right now. Kitsune Rush and primal to deal with. Ray comes out from Squid. Needs a kill desperately. Overclock as well, but he's just getting boot back in by this primal. Kufa's coming back onto point. They've survived for Ray. Kitsune Rush still there for half a second. Now one more jump in from Kufa. Lots of damage. Squid is low. Kitsune Rush comes back out from Luke. They've got the ults to stabilize. Riker dies though. Someone needs to take the contest. Pulse Bomb behind. 1 HP onto Squid. Zero finds the finish. Pulse Bomb still if he needs it. They need to get the touch right now. Suzu towards point. They're all diving on it, and it's easy cleanup for Zero now. He'll get all of them. And Nightmare get it over the line in what was a... what's the correct word for this?
A map of all time?
Nonsense.
A map of Overwatch? I don't know. This is actually like, this is so, I don't know.
Timeless T for that
like,
one. Timeless T for that one.
You know what I feel like I'm watching? I'm watching that Timeless Avidity game from a few weeks ago, you know? Where just absolute nonsense is happening, non-stop. Just, yeah. Why Bastion? That's still where I'm hung up on. I know that was at the beginning of the round.
That's where it breaks for you.
I realise that I'm complaining about step 1 here, right? But why Bastion? And now they're okay. Can you guys at least play your funny petal hook for first fight? Maybe get a cheese kill? No, you're just gonna go normal now. Defense only comp. Okay.
Yeah, it's only good on defense as we saw.
I mean, actually, like Riker sitting on point, he was like unclearable, right? Like, that was that. I liked that part.
And they don't have a nano timing or anything to wait for or charge fast or anything, so there's like all these things that can sort of slow him down here.
I see that vision, but the Bastion Weaver. I mean, the Weaver
was the idea to get the high ground, right? But they were ultimately undone by a Widow. Just because Lethal was uncontested. But I think that could also be fixed a little bit by Rocket just playing like a hard flank style. Obviously, Zero will try and mark him, etc., counterplay. But now, Timeless on a more default Winston, Kiri, Lucio. Double dive DPS as well. Tracer, Genji here as they're going to try and put some pressure on Ash. And Lethal's just not going to stop peeking, so he's just going to get taken down for free. Don't even need to dive that guy. Just shoot him. And now, they've got to complete the map, but an easy enough start for him here. Need to be careful they don't give away too many stagger kills here, Nightmare as well. They're going to try and stay onto this high ground for now, but Riker will get cleared on this low ground. Has to back it up. And now Nightmare, they slowly start to back it up, and it will just be another fight. It's like, oh, that's a late... Oh, no, actually, no, it's a disaster. These are some late kills.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want for Nightmare. If you're gonna die and lose, just do it before it gets to this point, because now you're in this really weird stagger position.
Ooh, good trade.
Zero's gonna commit the pulse and get Riker. Can he get out? Does just about. That's gonna be the saving grace really there for Nightmare.
Yeah.
Look at Timeless's support ults compared to Nightmare's, right? As long as you play this slow and just press Q on point, you cannot lose. But instead, we're gonna go in and we're gonna die down a tank. Because why not?
Riker wasn't here.
This is NA Overwatch. This is NA Overwatch. Why not go in and in pointlessly?
And now they don't even get a chance. Like, they wouldn't have got the forward hold, but they could have just taken a fight on point, dropped the Kitsune Rush faster there. They still have this double support ult advantage, but they're going to have to do it from a zero space situation now, Timeless. Coming back round, they have the Blade as well. All the ults are going their way. Nightmare's ideal is they can force a support ult quite far back, really. Zero is on the flank, playing for his own option. Damage onto Rocket to try and force it out. Kitsune Rush push. Now they have to disengage this. Zero's trying to find a trade in the backline. Trades, recalls, beat now from Lucamino as well. They just killed Kufa with it, but a decent enough kill. Didn't quite get Primal, and they will get it over the line thanks to that support ult advantage.
Yeah. Bit messier than it needed to be, though. I will point out. You know, I don't want to tell Capitology how to do his job, but Capitology is the Timeless coach, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Good. Got my reference right. But Timeless, they use a double support ult. Really happy with that, though. I think if you're them, you got 4 minutes 20 3 ults left. Push the point. Don't in,
Oh!
but
Oh no, the chop shop is closed for business right now. Tried to go early with the blade. I mean, I don't hate going early with the blade here. Like, the ideas aren't necessarily the problem, isn't the problem. It was on first point. The idea's not the problem here. It's the execution. Riker's going to die pretty stalled out here as well. And Nightmare get the retake for the bargain bucket price of 0 ultimates.
yeah, you might not mind it. I think that was pointless, right? You've got look at where point is, and you're trying to blade push in bank.
But if you force support
ults,
ults, I don't think it's too bad. The problem is it just goes so poorly.
yeah, I guess.
Oh, they can actually double up. Riker's traded Primal for 2 right now, and Riker's got an out as well. So it's Kitsune Rush Bob. Nightmare are going to try and push forward to force a kill. They do get the kills eventually, and they will send them back to
Not too
spawn.
bad, though.
Yeah, we'll kill the Riker as well, so they do complete the forward hold. Cost them 2, but they still actually cost them 3 in the end as well. I can see Kuffer Primaled as well here, so actually feels very expensive now. Squid's going to have a big
Happy with
Kitsune
that for
advantage.
Yeah, happy with that for timers. Gives you a way to get back in the back in the having a stroke. Back in charge of the ult economy. Chopper gonna try and clear out 0 here. Has this pulse. That pulse can be a big turning point. Kitsune versus Beat. Late Beat coming in for timers. They're gonna try and just ignore choke and dive on top with Kitsune. Beat comes out from
Free.
Admiral. Not managed to find anything. Meanwhile, Cover's just stalling on point, doing it well as well. I mean, it's impossible to clear this really for Rocket quickly. They're going to peel back now. Cuppa really got to be careful with low. Chopper's on him. Rocket's one. Might get caught himself. No,
Yeah, gonna go. They have to pick up the payload. Yeah, they have to get some progress here for all the space they've got. They will pick it up. Lukemir now has beat advantage now, a clear one to finish it. But Timers can also be relatively patient here to take the free push. Kuffer's going to dive onto point actually here. There's a kill for him if they want it. But Kuffer, sorry, is going to be able to jump back out. Riker will also live here. No, he won't live his jump. He's caught here, and I mean, I feel like once they stepped up, once Kuffer commits that shift forward, I feel like the beat push is really on, right? Like, no escape for that Winston, or it should have been no escape for that Winston, I feel like. Chase him out with that one. But they do, you know, one good, one gift deserves another, I guess. Kuffer's just going to go in and die, so now time to get the space for free as well.
Yeah, Riker's just going to bubble on top, try and pressure a bit on the back. Blade coming up here for Chopper. Double support ult for Timeless. They're ahead of Nightmare, but Admiral with that beat. I mean, if Squid just kills Lethal, that's a good start as well. Kitsune comes out from UV on the high ground now. Beat in response. Cleanse Force from UV. Rocket finds Admiral in this. This is exactly what you want if you're a Timeless head. UV.
TP forced out of him. Will get caught afterwards as well right now. And now, back jump from Kuffer. They kind of just got it through picks, really, haven't they? Just picks at the start of all of these fights. Allows them to get all this free progress. They're still a little bit low on time here. There is a recontest. Maybe that's not actually, no.
No.
Oh wait, no, they're gonna blink. They have beaten Primal, but Zera dies so quickly they can't get that one, and the Kitsune Rush end up finishing the job. So they have ults to stabilize after this. They're actually gonna try and turn with Bob. Kuffer is so low, he has to jump back. He doesn't want to invest Primal, but honestly, Timeless is gonna be happy for that. Bob for free.
Yeah, I feel like both of those last 2 ults maybe weren't needed. Even the Kitsune felt maybe a bit forced. But we're still in a dogfight here somehow. Timeless with double DPS Primal. Admiral has the beat. Tracer duel on the side here. Doesn't even matter if you're winning or losing. Just get beat to clutch it out. Rocket still going to survive. Admiral finds Luke in this on the back of the beat push. Riker, is he going to pop the Primal here? Please don't. Jumps out, dies. Thank you, Riker. Okay. Reset time. Looking good
Primal
for time.
Blade. Yeah, Primal Blade coming back for Timeless here. They nearly have the beat as well, so it should be a pretty reasonable ult situation, but we are on 3rd point, so respawns will favour the defenders here. So if Zera and Kuffer get value with their ultimates, it will kind of undo any kind of good work Riker or anything can do. Pulse Bomb comes out early, so that's going to be a very early Primal Force right now. Zera's going to get all these blink backs, tries to get out. Riker can't catch him. He's going to go in. They're going to beat push, but Riker doesn't get the beat. He's 100 HP, trying to get back in. Has the bubble, gets to the Mega, still needs more help. They're doubling down on him. Here they come, though. The Chopper with the Blade trades out one. Kitsune Rush Knight may want to keep fighting this right now, but Yuvi's going to die. Now Lethal is getting hunted. Kuffer finds trades, though. The trades are always good for defenders here. So they will be able to stabilize off the back of it. A very chaotic fight there, but Nightmare will come out on top.
Yeah, Zera got to be careful, him might get caught. No, Chopper's actually the one that gets caught. Kuffer comes and saves the day. Timeless now, you got the Kitsune, you got the Pulse. Never mind though, Nightmare are just pushing through. They want more, they want blood. They're gonna find Luke here, I think, probably, unless he somehow... Nope, gets cool. Nearly for a second there, I thought we had it, honestly.
He'd found his way out of the crowd and just... Gonna be a...
Kappa though, sitting above his spawn, just farming the ult.
Be careful.
Yeah,
It's
Kitsune
an
Rush.
ult situation.
Yeah, Kitsune Rush versus the Beat very soon. Alpha is still 20% away. Pulse Bomb again onto the Winston. They hate these Winstons. Riker's 1 HP. Luke Mino's trying to keep him alive in that one. They're trying to stabilize. Chopper's awfully low. Rocket's Pulse Bomb goes wide. They're going to mark him out as well. Rico has been forced and they are going to hunt down Rocket right now. But Kitsune Rush from Squid means Zero has to worry about his own life. But maybe Nightmare have just about given him the slip on this one. Kufra is still in. Beat not in time. Admiral only a 2-person Beat. Lethal has overclock if he wants to invest. Or do they just play for one more good fight with their Winston?
Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going to do. They're going to back up a bit. Zero looked for somewhere, couldn't quite find it. Like that. Alright, Luke has the beat. Riker with the primal. Eyes on Lethal probably here with the overclock, even with the beat up for Luke. Could see him get value on it.
Now the beat comes through. Luke is going to only catch 3. Riker doesn't get the beat. He still needs 10% for the primal. Big problems for Riker right now. He gets taken down. Another poor beat. Doesn't connect on everyone. Now they're going to slide in, but it's just easy pickings for Lethal there. And you saw the idea, right? Beat push in. Riker gets primal. They keep going. But
yeah,
that was... I mean, so many problems. I feel like they put so many eggs in that cheese basket. And the problem with picking Dorado is if the cheese basket doesn't work, you're now just in a Winston mirror, which doesn't feel like it favors your team.
Oh, I understand what you mean by cheese now. I thought you were just bringing cheese into this for no reason. Yeah, no, not a cheese basket as opposed to an egg basket. You mean a cheese comp? Yeah, no, I understand. Okay.
Yeah, I'm starting a dairy shop.
Yeah, no, I don't know. That second round looked more like actual Overwatch, you know, for the majority of the time, with a couple weirder spots. But I mean, this. You can't have a defense like this on your map pick, actually. It is so egregious. This is an elimination game, man. This is the elimination game for NA, right?
Yeah.
This is an elimination game. This is your potential, you know, final game for like months or whatever. This is your way to China and I mean, that defense was shambolic, and I'm not talking no monastery.
Well, yeah, I think the biggest thing is just that if the cheese doesn't work, then your backup plan is you end up on like a map that they would have picked against you.
Yeah.
You know, like you've sort of then put yourself, if it doesn't work, the plan B doesn't feel great.
Plan B is their plan A.
Yeah. So you can look at the numbers from that one, but I feel like we're probably going to see some pretty one-sided numbers there. I mean, I know they did actually get to third in the end, but they kind of just got like the dream second, right? One of the most difficult points on Dorado. Then your attack is you just start every fight with a pick, so you can just win from that.
Suravasa for map 3.
Oh yeah, huge from Zero on that. 31 and 2 for Zero, and then a 6k damage gap on Rocket as well.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, you said on the defense, Rocket's got to mark Lethal, but to be fair, if you're Zero, you know that he has to mark him, right?
Yeah,
so, that's never going to work anyway. I'm not even saying it got that far, because it didn't.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, brutal one now, and Nightmare. We talked about. I mean, I don't think they do come into this heavy favourites in this series anyway, so it's not surprising that we're on a 2-0 necessarily. Yeah. There were some questions about Nightmare's ability to perform when it matters, but maybe this is not the game to worry about, because this is, if you're a game you're like strongly favoured in, is also, you know,
this isn't a high stakes game.
Well, especially I think what happens is if they had a dodgy map 1, then all of a sudden I think the series could get ropey for them, you know, like a little bit, the nerves increase. But the fact that I have a confident map 1, and it's pretty decisive, and then honestly that Dorado is just kind of gifted to them a little bit as well. All of a sudden, I think any fear of potential nerves or underperforming on match day, I think all of that is now long gone for Nightmare. I think really Timeless's best chances, you come out swinging. If you upset them on map 1, you can maybe affect their mental a little bit more. Now all of a sudden, Timeless very much on the ropes. We're gonna go to Suravasa here.
Yeah, and they're gonna ban the hazard, which I want to say it was followed up with a Juno ban, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Yes, it was. Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's like a the Hazard ban makes you worried about Malga, but the Juno ban also takes away Malga. So, yeah, Nightmare just going to play the Ana Lucio Winston again.
Yeah, I mean, Timeless looks like they're hovering the Malga in spawn. I don't know. I'm not a scrimmer. I haven't seen enough of Malga without the Juno to know. But I'm unconvinced currently that it completely kneecaps the comp, you know?
Yeah,
I think this Kyrie Lucio variant should work.
I think from what I've heard from a lot of people is that it's actually like it's really brutal actually, like to not have the Juno. So we've not seen a lot of it because a lot of the time when people cop the Juno ban, people just don't play the comp. So we'll get a little bit of a test right now in terms of how it feels like it matches up. Obviously, the nice thing about the Kyrie at least is you have the Suzu for some of these nade timings as well. And this first fight, it is going to be the ability to force point for Timeless is going to be dramatically higher than it is for Nightmare, as long as they can just avoid these nade timings, right? So Timeless, you see the immediate Suzu from Squid right now. No nade, and they are going to pounce on this Ana. Sleep comes out. All sorts of trouble, though, but UV actually gets the kill. Admiral dies for the cause to try and save his fellow backliner, and actually will be good, but UV just taking care of business.
Yeah, I think that was, it was so choreographed from Timeless, no? Like,
yeah.
they didn't even try to take the high ground to bait as if they're going to go to point. It's like, oh, we're on the left. The only option we have is to go for your Ana. Don't sleep us, please. Like, it was never not... Like, UV was never going to get confused by that, you know? And you're never not going to get traded walking underneath Monkey, Ash, Tracer, you know? You're just asking for trouble. So we'll see if they can get better. It's got to be said, it's probably maybe like the hardest retake on the map here for Timeless at this point when you have all these angles on this like Ash and a Monkey.
Catch now onto the Lucio here, trying to play a bit of a side fight here, Luke Mino, but it's very dangerous to do that into Nightmare's comp because now Winston can just get on you. Well, maybe it's not dangerous at all if the Winston jumps in and you kill the Winston. Tries to get on the backline there. Now the nano target is going to be Zero instead. Kitsune rush to deal with this nano. They've got point during all of this as well, Timeless. And this nano, Zero just can't do enough in the end there. And Kufa's death ends up costing him massively.
Yeah, I understand why Squid popped the Kitsune. Probably wasn't needed though. Yeah, now point control for Timeless. Now you do have the option. You can play slow on point and just shoot whatever touches, or you can go for the dive onto the Ana. But Chopper's just going to find Ethan spawn instead, buy them an extra 10-15% for free. Maybe we're going to sweep out Cuffer on the side here as well. He's alone. He doesn't quite have primal yet. If he gets caught, he's in trouble.
Yeah, backline now in a little bit of spot of bother. Lucio Ana trying to give some space, but Rocket is all over him right now. Sleep doesn't connect this time. Chopper's found a pick at the same time too. They'll come back. They'll keep point contested here. Rocket doesn't have recall, but he does have pocket, and they will be more than fine with that one there, Timeless. Starting to find a few more timings here to connect onto the Ana. This is a style that Rocket's actually really good at as well. This sort of independent tracer role, you know, just take these one-on-ones with the Ana, play a very flank-heavy style.
Yeah, this late pick from Zero onto Squid though is going to make problems. Early overclock and beat force for Timeless. Oh. Chopper finds Admiral though, just rolling about. Bob's on point, making some pressure. UV plus Cuffer finds Chopper. Bob is finally killed on point. Now it's getting a bit rough though. Rocket gets the pulse onto Lethal as well. And that should just be Timeless. It should just be Timeless' point.
Yeah, Rocket will get traded out right now, but the touch is going to force them into very desperate situations here. It should just be a matter of time before Rocket can finish, Riker, sorry, can finish these ones up. Comes back to his team, beaming everyone down. Admiral actually gets a trade. Surely Admiral can't kill everyone, though. He is getting beamed down, but Malga just too much. They can maybe get one more touch. Yeah, recall now used from Zera, but all just about trying to extend an impossible situation, and Timeless do win the first point.
Yeah. And it's good. They've got this cage now as well. They've got the Kitsune coming up. You've got the beat for Admiral, but honestly, anything that's in that cage, beat probably isn't saving it, you know? Yeah. So it's a rough one. You've got the Kitsune just roll down on point as well, and now they're just up on right here, threatening to be able to go on UV, but also threatening to just rotate back to point.
Nade onto Riker now to try and clear him, so he's just going to stomp back to point. Regroup there. Still has his cage available. It's so difficult for Nightmare to find their walk up here. Might just have to be a try and beat and push past, but if Riker stays close to his backline, he can catch anyone that tries to go past him. Dive in from Kufa. Beat comes through. Only catches the divers here right now as they try and go forward. But Timeless, they've just flipped the map. The cage now onto the Winston. Kitsune rush. Okay. These guys hate monkeys. They take care of Kufa with both ultimates. Again, got a question. I think the Kitsune rush investment there, was it necessary? Not really at all. The cage should have been the death sentence for Kufa. Even with the nano, I think it's the death sentence for him.
Yeah, and now I doubt UV will have the perk yet for the double nano, but we're entering the point where, never mind. Oh, that's so tragic for Rocket, so well played by Zero. Got the pulse now, pushing on the side, really looking for it, you can tell he wants it.
Stomp onto Kuffer though will put him in a scary situation. Now the nano comes through. Zero still behind on his pulse bomb. Chopper's going to get taken down, and they're just cleaning him up. No problem at all right now. Yeah, going to be a stomp off the map. Quick reset here. I guess Riker wants a trade, but yeah, no trade. And they'll get the flip in Nightmare.
Yeah, cheap fight in the end. Only nano invested, and now you're having to. Both of these comps suck to retake into for different reasons, right? Like, on the one hand for Nightmare, your Ana feels really rough walking too far forward. But now for Timeless, they've got to walk through Nade, they've got to walk through Social, they've got to walk through Monkey. They're going to opt to go through the middle path. Got to be careful of the pulse on the choke here. They've got the beat coming up, but other than that, not really much else.
Oh, the nades onto Riker, so he's going to come back. They do Suzu that one, so they can top up Riker and go back to clearing this Winston. But it's buying time for Nightmare to build themselves up to this Primal. Some of the overclock as well available. Zero is threatening behind with that pulse too as well. Rocket's trying to keep that one in check. Overclock comes out. Quick 2-tap for Lethal onto that one. Rocket gets taken down as well. No DPS for this beat push from Luke. And it's just going to be easy pickings for Lethal here now. Will turn onto the Malga. And that's an easy one for Nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, nice shots by Lethal. Oh, excuse me as I yawn. My God, I'm sorry. Why did he?
It's just...
they
can't give a touch anyway, yeah. So just sometimes it's nice to press your buttons, you know.
Never mind, we have got the touch. Rocket's on it.
Yeah, Luke's coming as
well.
Chopper's 1 HP in the choke. I think if a choke though, he's in big trouble. Luke Mino can't get another touch. Kitsune rush. They want to force it right now. Zero's still trying to hold the line, but Rocket will force that recall. Kuffer's popped the primal in response here. Should be too much for him to deal with here. And desperate Kitsune rush investment there from Squid. And honestly, every Kitsune rush seems to have been in such a poor situation. Yeah, like questionable decision to use, like overuse, or in a desperate clutch situation. I mean, I guess if somebody calls for clutch and you've got the ult, you're going for it, right? But yeah, no value out of a Kitsune rush for better or for worse so far for Timeless.
Yeah, UV hiding close, Zero hiding behind. Riker hasn't looked behind him, hasn't seen it. The nade, it only catches Riker. Not quite going to be enough. Nano wants to Kuffer. UV's also got it as well, of course. Lethal manages to get the final blow onto Chopper. Kuffer chases down Luke. And it's a nano for first cap, which I think you'll take all day, every day, honestly. Or just get a lethal trade at the end.
Yeah, late trade at the end here, so Lethal at least can't be getting the last of that overclock and shooting them on the way up this time. Timeless, I think they really need to make sure they're getting... The problem is getting to point, right? And that's where they're dying every single time. Nightmare want to hit them early because they know once Timeless gets to point and they have the ults to use on point, can be very tricky. But that late trade allows them to walk up a little bit for free. Beat comes through from Admiral right now. Just a 3-person beat again because UV's already dead to that. The cage is out and this will just be easy pickings. A classic combo. Lock them up. Pop the overclock. Can't miss a shot. Big damage. Obviously, Chopper on the drift thrusters as well, so he's got a little bit less height than he's used to. Won't get onto that high ground. And okay, expensive-ish from Timeless, but it wasn't in exchange for a beat, so a 2-for-1, not too bad.
Yeah, and you've got the pulse and support odds now for your hold, right? It's not looking too bad. Lethal hasn't got the breach. UV's just going to find Squid pre-fight, though. And now you're not even going to want to use anything else here if you're Nightmare. The pulse on Chopper is good. Yeah, that's the perfect commitment. I think you want this fight after an open fit. Just one pulse. I think you take that all day, any day.
Yep, and now
free retake in this economy.
Gonna have to rely on their support ults for this one now, but Nightmare, again, they've got these ults to hold close. A Primal to hit them early and Overclock to make their walk-up difficult. Disruptor shot is sticking to Riker every single time as well. Now Kuffer dives in, has the Primal ready to go, sleep and nade out. Luke Mino, I think he's Ajax, no?
He must have, right?
I didn't see it. Lethal good for it. Takes down Luke. I mean, the Primal's still going. They're not actually quite out of the woods yet. There were a few trades, but Kuffer should be... Wait, no, Kuffer gets taken down. Admiral's trying to finish the job. The backline just about does it in the end, and considering there was an Ajax there, that was not a clean fight at all from Nightmare.
Spores versus DPS at the end. Supports clutch up. Gonna give some space here. Sleep thrown out. Nade thrown out. Good nade, actually. Forces out the cleanse. We have the nano now as well. Remember, UV will nano himself. I think he might even be willing to walk into this Kitsune with it.
Yes, going for Zero. Recall onto Rocket right now. Zero going to try and charge up the last in his pulse bomb. Suzu has been forced out as well, so has a clear shot at this pulse bomb when he gets it. Still 16% away. Half HP. Beat comes through from Admiral. Catches everyone except for Zero right now. As they get themselves back onto point here, Timeless. We're approaching last fight territory right now. Need to be careful no one catches a late trade. UV still on the back of point. Nade is going to catch Riker. They force him forward. Kufa has to try and jump out. Can't get out. Going to need a big pulse bomb from Zero in this one. Stomp doesn't connect right now. And UV, he's calling Admiral over. They think they can kill him, but no. Timeless, the gang have been called as well. UV falls down. Zero's still good for one trade, though. Admiral's taken down. Chopper deals with Zero in the back as well right now. Disruptor shot out is going to be Suzu's, and Lethal will get chased away. And they should be good for this one. Kufa is back to actually try and save Lethal's life, but don't think he can. Kufa has to try and play his own. He can get the touch here, but I think it's all a little bit hopeless. He maybe can't even get a touch.
Slipped in the pin there, Riker. That's some bullshit. Zero goes for the touch anyway. Gonna recall out. Yeah, gonna call it off now. Timeless. They go to map point to start their reverse sweep to stay in the running to go to China.
Yeah, tournament lives on the line. It's okay.
Look at their ults.
It's really okay.
5 ults rolling into the...
That's a good number.
You know, the point. Yeah, you only need to win 1 more point and you start it with 5 ults. But, you know, pretty much what you want, really. This cage is going to be scary for Nightmare.
Yeah, want to be efficient here, Timeless, as well. Want to try and turn this 5 ult back, not just into 1 fight victory, but into 2 or 3. Now coming back in, Admiral's low. Primal is going to get caged immediately. B and Cage used for that one. They're trying to burn through Kufa's HP, and they really can. Trying to hide behind that pillar, but the Winston's too big. Shaq behind a tree situation, but Zero finds the trade. Can make this into a bit of a messy dogfight, but I think without the Winston, they're just going to back it up here, Nightmare. Oh, maybe I lied. Lethal wants to swing. Coming back, overclock in hands. Now just going to try and beam them down at the choke, but Riker is walking in, takes a lot of damage. Riker has to run. Kitsune rush, but they're just playing on the very end. Pulse bomb out as well. Riker's taking so much damage. Actually dies for it right now. Kufa's going to be back very soon as well. Here he is, yeah, on point. Nade to protect Lethal right now. Slides backwards, but he just get caught by Chopper's overclock. And Chopper will tidy it up in the end. But wait, Zero, another trade. Not quite done yet. Admiral's 1 HP on coast. Zero's getting chased out by Rocket, and that should finally do it. Chopper comes through with the overclock. Said we didn't want it to be expensive, though, but that's quite a mighty price.
It was worth 2 fight wins, though. They got 70%. Felt like they just gave too much respect to Nightmare, gave too much space. Nightmare, though, coming back with double support. UV, obviously going to nano himself. Now I want to see them give some respect. Be ready for a backstep, maybe, because you're not going to be able to kill UV through this beat self-nano.
Looking for their opportunity right now. Swinging wide onto coast. Looking for Lethal. Will drop it onto him right now. Looking for that nade. Luke Mina was going to find himself in the worst spot possible for what was seemed to be an attempted disengage of this ult. Now they'll be forced all the way back. Flip goes over. Was only the nano used crucially for Nightmare. So now they can go do what they've been doing all map. Hold close. Hit them early. Nade opportunities. B push. Pulse bomb. Timeless do nearly have their support ults though. That's going to be their big timing, but really for Timeless, can they find a way to get one of these support ults on point rather than having to just use them for the walk-up?
Yeah, I'd be really willing to see them use the beat just to get to point to then drop the Kitsune on it. They're going to rotate away from Nightmare's setup. Still going to eat a nade though, Luke Mino. Not that there's going to be any consequences for it. And yeah, they've managed to kind of weasel their way through. Nightmare have done a good rotation to adapt to it though. Gotta be careful here, Timeless. This nade could be scary.
Trying to come through the choke right now. Kufa's marking it. Kitsune rush towards point. Admiral drops the beat. Catches everyone except for Lethal. Now, going to be matched as well. Both supports out. Pulse bomb goes wide. They can kill the Winston anyway, though. Rocket is onto it. Yeah, didn't get the primal off right now. Timeless on the verge of winning this one. Really difficult touch situation. Chopper has been slept up. Admiral gets 1. Tries to get out of dodge as well. Does get out of dodge. And Lethal now coming back with the overclock. There's a chance. Admiral's going to get a kill coming back round as well. Lethal slides straight into Amalga though. 1 HP. Rocket will get the cleanup. Rocket, 2 HP on Admiral. He will fall as well. Kufa with the primal trying to do it all. But he has to touch. And there's a bloody Malga on point. And he doesn't touch. Timeless take him out.
Wow. They pick Malga, they win. You know, I'm not trying to say nothing, but you know what I am gonna say? Malga's pretty fucking good right now, guys. Okay, maybe especially against Winston, Malga's pretty good. We saw how hard it was for Kufa to get any value out of any primals, really, right? So easy to just get caged down, or even if you don't get caged, the Malga damage on you is insane.
Yeah, like there's actually between that, there's so many ults like Kitsune rush, everyone shooting faster, you'll die really quickly. Cage, you're just locked in. Everyone will kill you really quickly. Overclock, there's just loads of damage. You'll lose all your health really quickly. You just can't stay in and isolate it very much at all. Did he die at the end with Primal as well? Was it like a die as he gets
I
it
think
thing,
he died
or did he
like
just
same
die
frame
with
he
it?
got it, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I think he died same frame
I'll
he
go
got
back and
it, but I'm
check.
not entirely sure on that. I think, you know, the rough part is... Okay, good news,
it's like
you
same
figured out
frame.
that you can... Yeah, you figured out that you can play the Malga into their comps, right? Yeah, Luke did AJ as well in that one fight. Did AJ to lethal. But the problem is, because you're 2 maps down, they now have, you know, map choice for the rest of the series, no matter what. And, you know, if I'm Nightmare, I'm banning Malga in at least one of those maps, I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
that
would
was
love
map
to
two.
take him to
That was map
Dorado.
two.
Actually, you know what kind of helps them a little bit is because of the way the map's gone, the only map type left right now is push. So Nightmare have to pick push for map 4.
Capitology masterclass.
But so you can,
But what happens-
can ban Malga, obviously.
Yeah, what happens when you just ban Malga on this push map? Because that's exactly what I would do if I was Nightmare. Right? I do
And then
it,
just
I'd force it to be a
force-
dive mirror, and just win. Because we're better at it than you.
What's
you know?
the counter ban then? If you are timeless in this situation,
Have they banned Annie yet?
let me do a little ban.
They banned it on Dorado, probably, right? They did ban it on Dorado, yeah, they did.
They did ban it. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing.
Honorable Rhine Mirror has been thrown out by Lego Boulder Boy. Thoughts on that, X? They think they can whip it out?
No. Oh wait, I think it's confirmed already. So it's a Malga ban and a Lucio ban in response.
Does everyone not just play Brig and you play Anna Brig Monkey? You're not really happy with that if you're Nightmare?
Yeah, I think you could get away. You could try it for sure, right? Like it's not a.
Yeah.
It's not straightforward. Like this map, it's not straightforward. But I think it's actually. I still favour the Malga here. Actually, I think.
Yeah. What? But the Malga's banned.
All right, you're right. Sorry, it'll just be Ram then, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they either go
Or
Ram.
Hazard. Hazard's a good shout, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the first map they played like Monkey or Bull with like Anna Kiri backline, right? And it looked awful for them, honestly. It didn't look like a good comp for them. It kind of just got mopped up. But I have a horrible feeling in the pit of my stomach that's going to be what they decide to play again here.
Yeah.
I really hope it isn't, because I think if that's the case, we're going to see a Nightmare sweep.
Yeah, some people have suggested Bull. Obviously, they have played that version of a comp here before as well, Timeless. So we'll get a sort of like a version of a dive mirror, essentially.
Do you want to make sure we're synced up since you went back?
Oh, yeah.
Bull and a carry.
12,
17, 16,
11.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7,
Yep.
6, 5. I thought you were just going to leave me counting forever then.
I mean, you'd run out of numbers.
Listen him.
Listen him.
Keep calling, scouting, pinging.
Loud.
Loud.
Go loud.
I don't see anything. Tracer,
Kill ball.
Kiri, Surge, maybe ball, yeah.
I'll lift. I don't see
Swing it,
ball.
man.
I don't see
Kiri,
ball.
Surge.
Follow it,
All
found.
right.
I'm gonna
Anna,
initial
Anna,
bar,
Kiri.
initial
I can
bar.
see Kappa.
Yeah, I did chill.
Nade. Yeah, I can
I can get the high ground soon.
Yeah, I need
That's kind
top.
of fast.
I need top.
Help ball, help down, stop down, stop down. Full half, full half.
Come here.
Ball split left side, ball stuck left side right now.
I'm smoking.
On you.
Am I calling?
Kiri off, Kiri off.
I didn't know they were looking
Need
at
to chill, need to chill. 4 ball left still.
Yeah, can you push it?
I'm walking up right side, walking up right side. I'm all right.
I'm more top.
Kiri to right, Kiri to right. Kiri low. But 3, 2, 1. Balkan eye. One.
Naughty.
Yeah, I'm walking back. I'm looking straight. Come on, turn. I'm gonna speed. Swing this side, I'm going this way.
I mean, it was looking very good for times there until Riker decided to roll into a wall after getting slept.
Chasing the kill
Now
zone
no-
as well. Oh, Kufa!
Yeah.
Kufa will be okay, gets out of that one. And Riker is back as well. But Atria
Oh,
Ball.
never
Oh,
mind.
like they one-shot it. They swing top at the perfect time there. They catch him. Nade is going to be Suzu'd, I think, there, though, as well. Riker's
Yeah.
going to regroup with the team and they regain control of the payload. And Admiral, where are we? This is not the place we want to be. Admiral will die on payload. Zero's had his recall force as well, so they should be able to chase that one down. Wait, Zero gets for trade. Lethal's popped the overclock, and Nightmare just want to turn this one into a right old scrap. Misses the first shot onto Squid, though, and Riker will clean this up. And all gets a little bit ugly, a little bit messy there from both teams, really.
It's really rough because Zero gets that trade. Lethal's like, oh, it's winnable and pops it. You know, if he dies there, he never uses that. Which obviously, the benefit of hindsight would have been the better choice. Lead gonna flip over, times his way. It's 20 meters though, so don't get too excited about it. Support ults up from both sides. Honestly, every ult is coming up apart from Lethal's overclock that was just used. So, you know, eyes on Traces for pulses, eyes on Annas for nanos. Gonna be the high ground hold here for Timeless though. Cuffer's doing his best to clear it.
Yeah, forcing Chopper back a little bit for now. Nano onto him as well. Another dive in. Has the bubble. Mines to clear this one as well. It's a defensive roll. And Chopper's going to get nanoed as well. Takes down Lethal. Takes down UV. Doesn't even need the overclock for that. And Chopper's just deleting the entire Nightmare backline where Kuther is just getting marked out by these mines here. And it feels like we've already seen... Oh, sorry, go on.
Go on. No, go.
No, yeah, I was going to say, it feels like actually ballers feel like it's fallen out of the meta a little bit, especially with like so many Annans using the Groggy perk, and Winston has more chances to counterplay there. But Riker just playing a lot to try and punish Kuffer in these situations.
Yeah, that Mines peel was actually interesting, you know, and it works. Worth mentioning that if he takes the perk, Riker should found Lethal pre-fight again in front of both of his supports. I would not be happy if I was Dennis there. Kuffer just going to stop point here, but I think Timeless are quite happy to let him. Luke's top right, trying to look to see if he can find something. Gonna pop the Kitsune. I don't know about that one, but they're looking for it. Slamming from Riker doesn't hit anyone. It should be a reset from Nightmare.
Yeah, they've cleared a lot of space. They're gaining meters during all of this as well, so it's not for literally naught, even though they don't find as much as they would have hoped. Kuffer's going to jump back in right now. A zone for backline. Zero is all over Chopper. Suzu has been forced, but Luke's got full pocket. Sleep onto Riker as his primal comes out. Trying to catch this Sojin right now. Juggling him back in, but Luke continues to pocket. Chopper's going to kill the Tracer while this happens as well. Still pocket. Eventually, they take down Luke. Chopper is still alive. Chopper has popped the overclock. And now he's chasing out this Winston. Kuffer's on 1 HP. Don't peek at UV. He's looking at you. Somehow, some way, Chopper and the Squid have just held onto this high ground, but now they have to get out of dodge, regroup with their team. Riker's actually back, so they can just turning this one into a right old scrap, but they're going to keep fighting here, Timeless.
Yeah, they're going to push back out on the high ground above them. Really rough here for Nightmare. Got to be careful. Kuffer's going to do his best to stuff it. Nano's going to be onto him in 5% from UV, but he's got to live for that. He's got to live for it. Nano's online now. Gonna just be a reset, presumably going Kuffer's way soon, unless they want an overclock. Slam comes in, slept again, followed up with the rally.
Bash?
No Groggy perk from UV. Controversial, I think. Kuffer's gone in without the nano. Gonna have to use it to keep him alive on the way out. Not what you want.
Pulse bombs available for both Tracers. Kuffer's going to go back in right now. All over Squid. Squid will get taken down. Lethal will finish the job there. Kuffer is now all over Chopper, trying to stop him getting involved. Pulse bomb will be whiffed right now from Rocket. Now hunting them down. Kuffer doesn't have bubble on this jump though, so he's going to die for it though. Still 3 seconds until that cooldown comes. So they're gaining meters right now, Nightmare, but without their tank, they can contest this. They can clear Zero off point.
Yeah, Chopper on top is eating the nade, he's fine. Lethal's looking there, nearly catches Rocket's head. But it's just going to be a slow push up from Timeless here. No more meters going to be given over. Lethal's got to be careful here. Yeah, he's fine. Kitsune for Luke, Mines for Riker. Kuffer's close to the primal. Riker's losing a lot of HP early here. Forced to mine.
Oh my god! He slept, disrupt a shot on him as well. He's trying to fight through. He actually, come on, Lethal! Come on! He's going to get a trade out of that Riker. Completely undeserved, honestly.
That was awful, but it worked, so it has to be good. Luke, looking to push up on the high ground here, see if he can catch something. Kuffer's going to force him back. Has this primal, got to be scared of it a little bit. Backline for Timeless, very susceptible to it. Nade comes out onto Chopper, cleanses force. Kuffer is pressing Q the moment he's up, I'm telling you. Here we go. No cleanse. Admiral finds Riker in the back. Kitsune is forced out, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Chopper's dead. Nade from UV, hits no one. Just clean up now.
Yeah, big primal value there. The heavy landing perk goes so much. They do get the Suzu off, so they trade Kuffer, actually. Maybe not quite out of it yet. Luke and Squid trying to make it work. They are pinned in. There's a Tracer behind them. There's a nade in front of them. They've got the point as well during all of this now. So now a great opportunity for Nightmare to hit back. Remember, one map away to confirm their spot in that lower bracket final when eliminating Timeless.
Yeah, very, very scrappy from both sides. We're going to see double sport out here for Nightmare. double DPS plus nano for Timeless. Riker going in early again, taking so much damage. No groggy perk. Okay, no groggy perk, so he's going to just be able to get out. UV's looking to push forward though. Has the self nano. Overclock from Chopper.
Nano in front of his face, takes a step back. They dealt with Rocket behind. Chopper's going to go forward with this one, though, looking for more value. Lethal peaks at the worst time. Perfectly lined up for Chopper. He's going to slide towards point. They're trying to see Niner here with Riker. Squid is stuck in behind. Squid's going to punch Admiral in the face. Kufa will respond with a left hook of his own. Trades it out. They Greek again. Control of a point now, Nightmare, and they can start pushing it forward, but they need to pick up their players from spawn right now. Trying to hunt this Tracer down late. Rocket will get all of his blinks back, though, and we'll get out of there.
They're going to get a touch Riker on point as well. UV has the sleep, looking for him. Gotta be careful. Never mind, UV dies to Chopper. I'm not even sure where Chopper is. Was he on the flank? Not sure, doesn't matter. The slam hits Zera, even though he blinks away. What kind of bullshit is that? Looking for a pulse now, Zera. Maybe, nope, never mind. Looking for his way out, but runs into Rocket. Oh! Rocket's the better of him on this time. Unsurprisingly, because he had the recoil advantage. And now, Time's been given a leg back into this when it really looked like it was slipping away from them.
Yeah, Rocket's going to take over, pushing the point right now. Timeless are going to move forward. Riker nearly has the mines. Luke Mille nearly has the Kitsune Rush. Not too much from Nightmare. The Primal can be used to trade this Kitsune Rush, maybe. We'll see if Riker's going to try and use his mines in a more defensive fashion. Got to watch out for Zera's Pulse Bomb during all of this as well. But we're going to slow down what has been a really dogfighty Esperanza so far as we enter the final 2 minutes. There we go. Roll through onto him, trying to bully Kufa in right now. Looking to line up a slam with the hang time. Doesn't find anything. Primal pop from Kufa. Trying to find something here. Doesn't find all that much. Dodges for sleep. I think that came out. Kitsune Rush in response right now. Trying to get on the Sojin, but with finding a whole lot of nothing. Now the mines push comes in. Gonna dive in. Bubble to zone the backline right now. Bubble goes down, obviously, quickly because of the mines. And they're just gonna kill Kufa as a result of that here. Rocket's found his way into the backline. Timeless will win the fight.
Yeah, I mean, that's the fight you wanted to win for Timeless, really. You use Mines and Kitsu for it, for just a Primal, but you're getting caught back on their side of the map. You're maybe even going to be able to get yourself good spawn here. You're going to have this high ground as well to play on as well. You have your own nano. Got to be careful of Lethal on the top with his overclock, though. He's been good with it today. Dennis knows how to click heads.
Yeah, got to keep all your eyes on him right now because Timeless, they've only got a slender lead, but they are trying to slow that down. Final minute right now. Keeping Chopper pocketed up here. Squid has a nano of his own. Lethal wants to go top left. Can get a rail off this ball. Booped off the high ground right now. Vying for it. Nano comes out onto Kufa instead, but he's going to get hit by this pulse bomb. Rocket was nanoed in response as well. He is anti, but Rocket's going to keep going, actually. Sleep here onto Kufa as well, looking for the assassination. Zera's found the pulse bomb, killing him back, though. They do kill Kufa in the end. They can turn it into a scrap, but Nightmare, they win that fight.
Yeah, we're going into the last fight here. Rally for Admiral. We got Chopper coming up on his own. Lethal still has his overclock. We have the mines on point, which will be really annoying for Nightmare as well. This could honestly go either person's way with the ult economy the way it is. Riker's got to be careful to not get caught early here, though.
Trying to bait out the sleep.
Admiral off point. It looks like Nightmare are going to choose to try and take the fight in a favorable position to them right now. But, yeah, presumably, Timeless should play back. Not going to fall into that trap. Overclock popped onto Riker here on the flank.
Oh! Catches him below. Rocket's going to lose for Tracer Jewel on the other side, and all of a sudden it's wide open for Nightmare, and they are going to take the lead right at the end here into overtime. And it's just right there. Squid right in front of Lethal, and Nightmare are going to take it 3-1.
Yeah, it's a bit of a collapse from Timeless. They look like the better team on the second half of that map, I feel like it's fair to say. But collapse at the final hurdle, perhaps. Lethal, does his job. He clicks things. And yeah, that's going to be Timeless going home. Nightmare, one step closer to China. We will see who they have to play tomorrow. Next game.
Yeah, next game. So, Nightmare keep themselves alive, and we do end up in, I guess, what is the expected situation in the sense that we have our top 3 in North America all still competing for only 2 spots to China. Team Liquid and SSG about to go head-to-head. Obviously, winner confirms their spot in the grand final and China. The loser has to face Nightmare tomorrow.
Yeah. Someone in my chat, right as Squid got picked, type Timeless take these, which I think is actually the type of jinxing I love to see. Oh, thank you, Ben the Beastly, for subscribing with Prime. Did you guys know, if you have Amazon, you have a free Twitch sub that you can give to any streamer. Any streamer, not even just me. Although, Yeah, maybe further, but you can give it to anyone you want. You can give it to my friend X here as well. All you
It's
got to do is
possible.
link your Prime to your Twitch. But yeah, Liquid versus SSG. You're obviously more well versed in NA than I am. Can I get your unpaid opinion?
Unpaid opinion, I think it's a dogfight, actually. I think this series is really... The reason I'm uncertain about this series, I guess, is last week it looked like SSG were the strongest Mauga team in North America, but also a bunch of the other teams like Nightmare and Team Liquid didn't play that much of a Mauga comp. So the implication, if you don't play the comp, is you want to stay away from it because you think you're not very good at it, or you think you've not got advantage on it. But with a lot more Ana Juno that we've been seeing, that lines up way more nicely for the Team Liquid backline and the SSG backline. Also, the fact that we haven't seen it doesn't necessarily mean it is bad either, right? Like, it just means that they didn't choose that to be their path through the series. A lot can change in a week, all of this, you know? So I think, similarly, you know, when we talked about the TMTU series, and it was like, who has the Mauga advantage? I think, based off what we saw last week, we would expect it to be SSG. But if we're running an Ana Juno version, if Team Liquid are just better than we expect, we still need it to be confirmed, essentially, if they have as much of a Mauga advantage as we maybe expect here. I guess for one thing to say, for SSG especially, is even if the Mauga advantage, they don't have it, they still have, like, the Winston and a Brig they can sort of rely back on, right? And rely on Kellen to get them through those series in those situations here. So I think the Ana ban for both teams might end up being very crucial, right? One to take it away more from the Mauga comp, the other one to maybe try and deny it on some of the more Winston-based maps here. So potentially we could have a quite heavily... I mean, we've had a pretty Ana-heavy couple of weeks, but could be in for another one this week, this match.
Okay, I think that's a good rundown. Thank you for the context.
If you want a number, you want a scoreline though, probably, I feel like it's actually a dogfight. It's like a 3-2. I want it to be SSG.
Or a close
I think
3-1, right?
I think they've got it.
Like a dogfight 3-1. Yeah.
I think what puts me SSG's way is I think SSG probably has better map picks or better options, you know, as for their map picks.
Right.
Probably an interest decision if whether we get, you know, I imagine SSG want to take us to Dorado. Maybe Team Liquid want to take us to Havana. Try and use like their double flex. People saying document gap.
Yeah. I think from what I've seen of Team Liquid this season, I've been fairly unimpressed, actually. I thought they'd be better than they are. Like, obviously, they've been winning a lot still, right? Like, yeah, they're still doing pretty good. But in the same way that I had TM, right, down as my #1 EU seed this preseason, and I expected them to just be kind of ahead of the rest. I kind of had Liquid. I had Liquid for being better than the entirety of the West, right? I thought Liquid would be like, you know, on a similar level to Toronto last year, if not better, right? But yeah, it's. And I'm not saying that because I think this roster is better than Toronto last year, because I have eyes and I realize that the roster last year had someone and stuff. But I mean, as in, like, compared to the competition, I thought that they would be stronger overall. But, you know, it's looked shaky at times, I feel.
Yeah, underwhelming, I think, so far is probably the story of Team Liquid right now. But I think also if they find their way through, if they qualify now, you know, first to go into China, I think they'll do a good job at erasing a lot of that as well.
Zeru will be joining us for a quick chat right after they got the dub. It is indeed Zeru. Thank you so much for taking the time. Welcome back to the desk. And first things first, of course, congratulations. Let's talk about this match. I talked about it right when we came out of the last map. It felt like there was a lot of confidence in that Winston composition you guys were running, even though it was definitely a compositional uphill battle. Was there any point of time where anyone in the comps was like, should we maybe just take the Mauga mirror? Should we try it? Or was the confidence in the Winston comp just too big?
I think we do have a lot of confidence in our Winston comp, and like I do agree that maybe it's a bit like hard versus their comp on that map, but overall we were really confident in our game plan. I think that map could have gone like pretty favorably for us if we made a couple less mistakes. Like I think we got like pre-fighted a couple times, like they killed us before the fight, like we got picked a bit unlucky. But overall, I think we were pretty confident in our game plan, and I don't think anyone was like doubting our plan going in.
You guys have come out in this playoff and been like one of the most unique teams to watch. I think a lot of the fans have really enjoyed tuning into your games because of that. Has that put a lot of pressure on you guys to be a team that's kind of bucking the trends and playing different things than other teams play, or do you feel like that gives you an advantage here in the playoffs?
I mean, I think this meta is like very, like the hero bans, it makes it very like flexible. You can really play a lot of different things. So I don't think there's really like one set meta. I just think the other teams are kind of like one tricks, to be honest. I mean, they know what they want to play and they're good at it. So I mean, like props to them. But for us, like, I think we really prioritize having like strong flexibility, and we know our players can play like anything. So it's kind of
something Kaffa mentioned last week as well, right? And then we've seen a lot of different looks from you guys thus far in the stage, so I'm excited to see more. Your next match will be either SSG or the rematch against Team Liquid, if it happened to be.
Thank you, Witchy Sapphire.
What was your biggest takeaway from the first go around?
Oh, I mean, the first go around in the playoffs was like an insane choke from us. Like it was really bad. I think it sucks to have to learn from that match in the playoffs, but I'm glad it happened early in the playoffs because I think we learned from it, and we are more prepared this time to like make a run back. I mean, China is always the goal. I think everyone's really confident in
always so worried
our
when like
team play right now.
My team keeps talking about
just
like
going to whoever we play with confidence.
You know, like, I just hate hearing the word. You know, like.
That's the spirit.
Don't say it too much, guys, and we might start believing it.
It's like when you work in like EMS and you're not allowed to say the word quiet.
Thank you so much for joining us, and of course, best
do
of luck
not
in
say
your
the
upcoming
keyword.
match.
Yeah, just
Thank you.
All right, we'll see. That'll be more of a challenge tomorrow, right? That is as high pressure as you can get. One game to go try and go through, right? I'm gonna grab a drink before we go into this series, then. So you are in the charge.
Hi guys. Hi chat. No time early with the two. He's got no time to mess around, I guess, so he's ready for it. Is there a backbone theory? My only theory is that Chris can't do well in stage 1, which if he makes China will be shattered. Disembowel backbone, that's not very nice. Cats again? Yeah, I guess cats up again. It's just gonna be the same cats though, I think. I can't just Google cat pictures, I guess. Cat pictures. Isn't that true because you won stage 1 last year? No, because we did not win stage 1 last year. We came like 3rd or 5th or something. So we objectively did not come stage 1 last year. A funny cat compilation? Yeah, you know, I can cook that up. Let's get a cat compilation going. Funny cat compilation. Funny cat fails. Yeah, sure. Here we go. Gonna ruin my YouTube recommendations for the week. But that's okay. Lost to XO2? Yes, we did. That's fucking loud. After watching Slop, you know it. You think your mum watches these vids? Probably. Oh my god! No, that's not funny. That's so sad. I don't just like your uncle. Oh. No! This is fun. Oh no. I saw that one coming. I cannot lie. Who won? Nightmare won. 3-1. When my cats turn 11 this year, they're old men.
Ready for battle.
My cats are older than some of my viewers. True. Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Fucking cats are so dumb. I love them.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We're watching cat videos.
Enhanced accuracy.
He's trying to boost his viewership. Oh, we got longer breaks between this one?
Seemingly so, right? I mean, the game has been fairly quick today, no? Maybe they just need to show this bot tournament, you know? They can't let the bot tournament not go through.
Ooh.
Took my non-gamer sister to Stockholm last year for the vibes. She's locked in now and watches your stream daily. Smiley face.
Thank you, Elta91, for the sub. I'll read it out for Jamie's benefit as well. Took my non-gamer sister to Stockholm last year for the vibe. She's locked in now and watches your streams daily. Like a new fan. Every fan counts. Welcome. Welcome to both of you. Or welcome back for you, Elta. Welcome to your sister.
Not gonna lie, Nightmare beat VP at LAN.
Thanks for not lying.
That's not what I said. That's what Backbone fan said.
Backbone fan for not lying.
I feel like that's probably not true. But you do you. I'm a fan of you because you're a fan of me, you know.
Ooh, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna cut the VOD, not forget this time. Wicked smart.
There's some cat vids at the end of the VOD.